everyone, and welcome back to my channel and part 3 of the Ohio Star Baby Quilt. I will link part 1 and part 2 in the description box so that you can go back and look at those if you'd like to. As I left you in part 2, I had just finished the binding and I was sewing it to the back, with some plans to do some hand quilting in the green squares. And I kind of put everything away for a while. I don't know if I needed a break from it or if other things were just distracting me, but it's been about a year since I finished it off and then started quilting the hearts in the green squares. And as you can see, this was mostly machine quilted, but you can do a mix of machine and hand quilting, and it looks beautiful. I'm using a 14-inch plastic embroidery hoop. And so I need to get that positioned around the green square, and I'm putting the smaller part of the hoop underneath and then centering it and then tightening it so that it will stay put. Sometimes this part is a little tricky and it tries to slip out, but I find it's easier to do it on a flat surface like a kitchen table. But you'll still need to hold it securely while you're tightening the wing nut. Once I have that smoothed from wrinkles and tight and secure, I go ahead and get my pattern. And I just made this heart by using a large cookie cutter and tracing it onto some cardboard and then cutting it out with a pair of scissors. I have a friction pen that I am using to trace the heart out. I think that I prefer chalk pencils now. They don't disappear as fast and they don't dry out. So I traced that heart in the middle of the square, and it's not perfect, but it will work. And I am beginning to sew on it, so I have a piece of thread that was knotted at the end, and what I like to do is go down into the piece of fabric, into the middle of the batting, and then pull the knotted piece through until it gets stuck in between the fabric and the batting. And as you can see, the first time I did it, it pulled through, but just try it again. And it worked this time. So I am just going to take little stitches using the traced out pattern as my guide and just do that all around the heart. Once I stitched all the way around the heart, I decided that I wanted to do another set of stitching about a ½ an inch bigger than that heart. So I went around it again. Now you could do this 3 or 4 times You could also do other designs around the heart. You can do designs into the other parts of the quilt, the triangles and the rectangles and the border. I like to keep it fairly simple because I just get too anxious to get it done. But you can make as many designs as you'd like using this method with the embroidery hoop. And voila, there's a finished heart. And as you can see, it would look really cute to have a little heart in the middle, in the center there. But I don't know whether I'll do that or not. And this is the quilt once I finished quilting all of the hearts in the green squares. So this is a very short video. Thank you so much for joining me. Leave a comment or a like or subscribe if you wish. Thank you and goodbye.